Our mission has always been to engage our culture with the irresistible love of Christ for the purpose of helping people take their first step toward Him.
Welcome to Making an Impact. I'm here with Paula Selleck, our Serve Team Coordinator here at the Journey Church. Glad to have you with us.
Thanks, Brandon.
So on September 11th, 2017, Hurricane Irma came through and caused some significant damage in our area. How many projects as a church did we do just helping our community out?
We were able to do 31 projects just in the week and a half following the hurricane.
31, that's a lot of projects. So what all did these 31 projects entail?
So the majority of the projects that we did was debris removal. Some of them had trees on their homes that was creating a leaky roof situation. And those who were flooded were able to remove the contents of their home and make sure we could dry that out so that they could begin the recovery process.
So to do 31 projects in a week and a half, I imagine we were able to mobilize a lot of people, and that took quite a bit of time. Do you have those numbers? Can you share with us what that looked like?
I do. We have amazing people, and we were able to quickly mobilize 148 volunteers to help with those projects, and that totaled, in just that short amount of time, over 816 volunteer hours.
Paul, I have here a letter that we received from a family we were able to help out, and we just want to share that with everybody right quick.
Awesome.
It says, "My dear friends at the Journey, imagine my surprise Saturday morning when our doorbell rang. When I opened the door, a young fellow introduced himself as Travis from the Journey Church, and he wanted to know if a group from the Journey could help clean up our yard from trash left by the hurricane. He didn't ask for our religious affiliation or even if we went to church. They just showed up and wanted to help. They just kept coming. It must have been 20 people with chainsaws, rakes, etc. And after about 2 hours, they had cut up a large tree and raked up our entire yard. Then they went to another house of a widow lady who lives up the street from me. I don't know who referred them to our house, but I'm 87 years old and I have no idea how we would have been able to clean up our own yard. I'm a Christian and I go to a different church, but that was no concern to you guys. Please express our sincere appreciation to your people for coming our way and the wonderful job that they did." So Nick, you are one of our team members here. We are so glad to have you with us. Through Hurricane Irma, we had some unique opportunities, partnerships that came about, and you were heavily involved with that. Can you tell us a little bit about it?
Absolutely, Brandon. We had the opportunity to be able to partner with the Red Cross to provide temporary housing for those displaced in the aftermath of Irma. What that looks like is the Red Cross kind of came in. We provided 18 volunteers, 200 man hours were put together as our auditorium filled with different people who unfortunately were displaced from their homes. We were able to just really help out and get in touch with the community. Paula called me up the day as we got back into town and said, "Hey, we're making this partnership. We're going to get this done. We're going to get this rolling. Do you mind coming up?" And I jumped in with both feet, and it was a really amazing experience to be a part of something where we can truly give back to the community in the sense of providing them somewhere to stay that's safe, where they know they have food and shelter and they don't have to worry about anything.
So with losing power comes a lot of other things. Food is going bad. People can't go to the store because the stores didn't have power either.
Right.
But God has blessed us with an outreach center to help meet those needs right here in our community. Do we have some numbers on what that looked like?
Sure. So we were able to do 5 outreaches. So we did an outreach on Thursday, Saturday, a spontaneous outreach on Monday, which I'll talk more about, regular outreach on Tuesday morning and Tuesday night, and then Thursday outreach. So in that week, we were able to serve over 1,000 families, and that's significant because on a normal week, we're able to serve about 650 families. On Monday evening, we opened for kind of a spontaneous outreach because we had received a generous donation from Tyson Foods, who gave us a truckload of hot dogs.
40,000 pounds of hot dogs. That's a lot of hot
So
dogs.
many hot dogs. And then Bimbo Bakeries was also so generous to donate bread, all of the hot dog buns that matched that amount of hot dogs, and English muffins and pastries and snacks just to help people get their pantries restocked. The best part about that too is it wasn't just families that we were able to serve. We were able to help daycares, nonprofits, and other community organizations put stuff back in their freezer as well so they could get back up and running.
So with our food outreaches, that's on top of everything else we were already doing. So how many people and hours were we able to invest there as well?
So people, it took another 160 volunteers that equaled 820 man hours.